Yeah. Okay, baby. You ready?
Yeah.
Right, let's do this. What? So what did you do?
Hi guys.
Hello guys. Welcome back to Careful TV.
Okay, so hi everyone. Welcome back. Guys, thank you so much. The reintroduction video, Tolu's Nuggets. Thank you. The comments, the feedback, we really appreciate it.
Yeah, we do. I mean, the support has been phenomenal. The encouragement has been phenomenal.
Yeah, it has.
You know, people reaching out to us and just saying, "Oh, you make this change, do that." You know, that's just been amazing, and we love you guys for that. Thank you so much. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Whew.
So, guys, this is like our first proper video, like since we've had a break. Yeah, so if you guys can remember, last year we had a video that was put out summertime-ish, and that had to do with living in a house or living in a home. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's about summertime. Yeah, so we're here with the part 2. We've got a bit of ingredients, extra ingredients to add to it.
So today's topic is, where do you live? Are you living in a house or are you living in a home? And it's all about the direction we're going today. It's about being intentional in whatever you're doing to create the right atmosphere. Because if you remember in our last video, when I say last video, I mean in the part 1 of this topic, we talked about enabling environment, and that when you are bringing up a child, and it's not just even bringing up a child, like naturally, if you want to enjoy marriage, if you want to enjoy your partner, if you want to enjoy a good home, it has to be the right atmosphere. And for it to be the right atmosphere, of course, every member of that body, every member of that party has a part to play. And in terms of playing a part, then it now means that there has to be some form of well, what's the word I'm looking for now, like
partnership.
Partnership, yes, but intentional. Like, you have to be intentional. You have to be selfless. You have to know that, you know what, for this to work, I have to play my part, and for me to play my part, this is what I need to do. And regardless of whether the weather is good, whether the weather is bad, no matter the weather condition, you have to commit to that, to playing that part.
Yeah, I agree. So one of the things I wanted to mention is about, obviously, when two people come together, man and woman, they become one, they live together, and then that's when the work starts. So it's not from when you've gotten married, as in you've done your wedding. It's all nice to have a nice, glamorous wedding, but the real work starts, when you are actually married, like when you're actually living together as man and wife, as husband and wife, and enable, like, the enablement to, like, be able to fulfill, like, visions, goals. The partnership has to be there. You both have to work together, and you need to both remember that you're on the same team. You're not on opposite teams. You're working together and not against each other.
Yeah.
And obviously from the onset, if you have that bond from the onset, by the time children come into it, it'll be quite a smooth sailing sort of journey.
Yeah.
You know, so that was one thing I wanted to mention for now. But obviously, as we're going through the video, I'll say some more.
Yeah. And again, another thing to actually consider is that when you're being intentional about what you're doing, right? Like I said before, everybody has got a part to play.
Yes.
So if we consider Jesus Christ, for example, Jesus Christ spent 33 years on earth, right? And then if we look at him as a case study, you will notice that a lot of the things that Jesus Christ did, he was intentional about it. There wasn't a case of, oh, it just happened by chance, you know. So when we're talking about being intentional, it means there has to be some form of plan in place to say, okay, this is the plan, this is the destination I'm trying to get to, this is how I'm going to get to it, and you know what, I'm going to commit myself to that plan. It doesn't matter if I'm not up to it today. It doesn't matter if I'm not up to it. I'm up to, like, whatever happens, I have to commit myself to it. And I feel even for ourselves as well, as a good example, when we started out in our relationship, one of the things that we committed ourselves to was the fact that whatever happens when we have misunderstandings, which we know would come, that we would sort it out between ourselves, no third parties. And by the grace of God, God has granted us that ability to do that. I mean, in the beginning it was a bit, you know, difficult, but right now our relationship is stronger for it because we were intentional. So even though at the time when I'm not too happy with Tammy, or Tammy's not too happy with me, in those instances where it could be easy to just, you know, give up, we were still committing to that plan of, you know, you sort this out yourself. David in the Bible is another prime example. David knew how to praise God, he knew how to worship God, and he was intentional about worshiping God. If you consider David as a case study and you look closely at him, you would see that David was someone who not just knew how to, be thankful and praise God and, you know, sing praises to God. He was intentional about how he went about doing that. Another person to consider in the Bible is Esther. And again, you say, okay, how is Esther intentional? I mean, if we remember the plot of Haman against the Israelites, or the people of God at the time, of course, Mordecai sent word to Esther, and Esther had a plan. She was intentional. She sent word back to Mordecai to say, listen, everybody go on a fast for X amount of days, wear sackcloth. I'm going to do the same. And on this day, even though it's not my turn to see the king, I am going to do that. She was intentional about every step she did. She took, of course, she committed herself into the direction of the Holy Spirit. So again, there's numerous examples of, you know, great men and women of God in the Bible that have successfully carried out God's mandate. And one of the underlying principles that helped them to do that is because they not only had a plan, they were intentional, they committed to doing things. I mean, these are principles that are an example to us, because it's not just about looking at the scenario on face value. We have to consider what are the underlying principles that are guiding this set of action. How can I apply that to my home? Are you living in a house? Are you living in a home? Are you being intentional about creating that right atmosphere for yourself, for your spouse, for your children? Because at the end of the day, when you or your partner, you go to work, what excites you about coming back home is if it's a conducive environment. If it's a place where you come back and it's like, oh, I don't know what I'm facing today, you won't be excited because the environment is not conducive. And that is because either one person or the both parties are not being intentional about creating the right atmosphere.
So I just wanted to also mention, so in terms of spouses working together, there's just so many things that we can do to appreciate one another. And it could be the little things. I mean, sometimes it doesn't have to be materialistic things like buying gifts for each other to like show appreciation. Sometimes maybe just helping out with the chores at home. Sometimes maybe just making your partner's, your spouse's like favourite meal, you know, and just sitting down. Sometimes I'd say majority of women can relate to this a lot more. We're a lot more emotional than men, I think, anyway. You know, sometimes, you know, you might have had a rough day at work and you want to come home and you just want to offload, you know, you just want to basically rant. And it's just nice to be able to know that, you know, your spouse is like, you know, by your side to support you, you know, to encourage you. So you're able to offload, you know, have a rant, and your spouse is just there to listen. And the thing is, we need to learn to just sometimes just put things on hold and just sit and listen to each other. Communication is so key in any relationship. Marriage, whether it's with from parent to child, child to parent, friend to friend, brother to sister, sister to brother, you know, relationship, you know, communication in a relationship is so key. So I wanted to mention that, so appreciation, and then also conflict as well. Conflict resolution is another one. Ensure you resolve them on the same day. It's not good to sleep on anger, I'm telling you, it's really not a good thing. It's not healthy, and it's not something you want to build up in your marriage, in your home, that, you know, would then get passed on to the children. So that's another thing as well. So first one is obviously listening to your spouse, effective communication, and then obviously resolving conflict, you know, showing appreciation. I mean, obviously, I know during this time, financially, people might not be able to afford gifts. Yes, maybe one of the 5 love languages your spouse's, you know, has is, you know, appreciation via gifts. You might not be able to afford that right now, but, you know, just doing the little things at home, even commending your spouse, you know, like, oh, thank you so much for looking after the children, or thank you so much for making my favourite meal, I really enjoyed it. You know, even sometimes if your spouse just dresses up, oh, you look really nice today, oh, you should wear this more often. You know, just little things, you know, like that would make a big difference. I mean, unfortunately, the world we're in today, it's, oh yeah, as a family, let's colour coordinate outfits. Now, there's nothing wrong in that. Put them on social media. Couple goals, babe goals, you know, spouse goals. There's nothing wrong in that, but
everything, big goals, big goals, big goals, you know what I mean?
But yeah, but the key, you know, the key part of it starts in the home. The work starts in the home, and it's from both parties.
Tell them, baby.
Both parties need to put in the work. It's not for the husband to put in 70% and the wife to put in 30%, or the opposite way around. It doesn't work that way. And it's whatever you work on, is whatever you put in now, whatever seed you sow now is what you're going to reap later on. So are you going to build, whatever you sow now, is it going to blossom into a beautiful plant in your home, or is it just going to wither away and die?
Wow.
You know, we don't want to cause damage in our homes. We want to actually make our homes uplifting homes, homes that blossom, that are fruitful.
Yeah, that's actually quite profound. I mean, you mentioned conflict resolution and stuff, and I guess a lot of things in life, to be honest, is about perspective, right? So how do you see certain things? I mean, personally for me, the way I see conflict is, I don't look forward to when we have misunderstandings, right? But I appreciate it when it comes. I love it when it comes. And why do I say that? Because in my mind, every misunderstanding is an opportunity for me to get a better understanding of my partner. What do I mean by that? A misunderstanding is simply I have done something, or she's done something that has upset me because she is not aware that I don't like it, or maybe it's the way she said certain things or whatnot. Now, that's caused the misunderstanding. I'm not looking forward to that, but at that present moment, I appreciate that, because guess what? By the time we solve that, I will now know that, you know what, my partner, my spouse doesn't like this, or now she knows that I don't like this. And what that then does for you is that you now know the person you're with better. I mean, you can't know someone in a day. You can't even know them in a lifetime. You know, every single day you learn new things about them. Every single day. And sometimes those something new would come via resolved arguments, via resolved misunderstanding. So if certain situations don't happen that cause that misunderstanding, then you probably would never discover that it's a gift. A lot of the times, when, especially with the love languages and stuff like that, sometimes it's not so much for this, the face value of buying gifts. You know, sometimes we have to be creative. That is what romance is about. Romance is not just about roses and chocolates. Yes, those are nice. You know, those are nice for people who love flowers. Those are nice. But sometimes it's about thinking outside of the box. You know, I mean, those things are there to achieve a particular impact. So it's not so much for the roses and chocolate. The point is, this is what I'm trying to achieve. How can I get there? Right? Okay, yes, the straightforward way is she likes gifts. Boom, there's your gift. But when you don't have access to, or you don't have the ability to get that, what do you then do? You have to be creative. And it is inside that being creative that you discover certain aspects of yourself, that you even discover certain aspects of your partner that both of you never knew existed. And guess what? Once that has happened as a first timer, going forward, that would be another option for you to enjoy each other. You know, and all this is coming from a place where you are being intentional. You know that this is the person, I'm trying to make this person happy. I'm trying to create a conducive environment for my partner, for the fruits that God has given me, and from there you start to think. I mean, personally, I'm big on birthdays, and a lot of times I'm always thinking, yo, what can I do for my babe? You know, I'm the king of surprises, by the way, guys. Yeah, 4-1. I'm the king of surprises. Yeah, I made her organize her own surprise. I'm in G. Go on now, give me props. Give me props.
Okay.
It was fun.
It's okay. You're in the lead for now.
Oh, for now.
Right.
You see, I'm retired. Maybe not. But yeah, you know. So sometimes it's about, you know, when you commit yourself to doing something, you'll be surprised because you'll be thinking about those things and you'll be looking at, okay, how can I? What's the strategy? What's my approach to this thing? Because this is the end goal. How can I get from point A to point B, which is the end goal? And you'll be surprised that, you know, some creative ideas will start, you know, coming, some juices will start coming, and the end of it is that, you know, you create an amazing moment for yourself and for your family.
Yes.
So, ladies and gentlemen, there for today. Where do you live? Do you live in a house? Do you live in a home? Are you being intentional? How are you managing yourselves in terms of creating a plan to get to the desired destination of creating the right atmosphere for your partner, for your children, for yourself in the home? So please, yeah.
So guys, we will leave a link in the description box below, which will talk about the 5 love languages, just in case anyone is not sure what it's about. And obviously you can discuss it with your spouse and see actually where you fit in.
Yeah.
Some people have more than one love language, and yeah, take it from there. But thank you guys so much for coming back again. Please like this video, please subscribe, and make sure you put the notification bell on so that you get notifications when our next video comes out. And please share. Please share.
By the way, allow me to tell you, after this video, the next video coming out is gonna be for my baby. For my baby. It's gonna be Timmy's Tips. Timmy's Tips is gonna be it's poppy, baby. I've seen what my baby has done. Hey, she's coming with fire. Yeah. Come on, watch out for Timmy's Tips, baby.
It's not church.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, but still, Timmy's Tips.
Yeah, Timmy's Tips.
Yeah, giving them some pointers.
Firing shots.
Yeah,
small shots.
Some small pointers. That me too. I'm taking my pen and I'm taking my Bible and
okay, babe, that's enough now.
Thank you guys, KFL TV.
KFL
Make sure you like, subscribe, share, and I will see you in the next video.
And please follow us on Instagram.
It's Kingdom Family Live.
All together.
Kingdom Family Live.
No spaces.
Kingdom Family Live.
No spaces.
Kingdom Family.
What? Say
Kingdom
what?
family.
Say
Like
what? Say
kingdom
what?
family. Hey, kingdom family.
Say what?
Kingdom family.
Yeah.
Kingdom family.
Like.